Critical fire danger has returned to the state, a warm weekend ahead, and the chance for some rowdy storms by Monday night. Let's talk about it in this abbreviated Saturday Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It's Saturday, the 2nd of March, 2024. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. We are going to be dealing with wildfire danger this weekend after a blessing with some rain and snow on Thursday into Thursday night. That all has melted as of Friday morning, and we are now back into dry, combustible conditions across the Texas Panhandle and West Texas. The energy release components, one way to measure the amount of energy released if a fuel were to burn, have already risen back up to 55 to 85%. As of yesterday evening, the Panhandle, those values will continue to rise today as we deal with very warm, acrid conditions. Let's just go ahead and take a look. It's going to be the forecast winds today, tonight, into Sunday evening off the high-res rapid refresh model. Now, we are not looking at a repeat of Monday and Tuesday, where we ended up dealing with wind gusts over 60 miles an hour at times. That doesn't look like it's going to be as severe this time, but we are going to have gusty winds in the Panhandle, West Texas, mainly out of the southwest, until Monday morning, when a cold front will bring northerly winds in. Western half of Texas, well, really the entire state. At times this weekend, we're going to have winds gusting 35 to 45 miles an hour. It'll fluctuate at times, but it's going to be windy. It's spring in Texas. Well, yeah, it's pretty much spring in Texas, regardless of what the calendar says, so it's going to be windy. All right, here's the humidity value forecast today, tonight, and Monday morning. Now, something I want you to notice, today is going to be acrid, western half of Texas, not just in the Panhandle, but West Texas, the Borderland, the Permian Basin, the Trans-Pecos, Davis Guadalupe Mounds, Edwards Plateau, Concho Valley, Big Country, Northwest Texas, even western North Texas today, this afternoon, as a dry line pushes kind of near Highway 283 tonight. It'll push back west into portions of west central Texas, move east again tomorrow afternoon, move west again Sunday evening. The dry line does that. That's a typical diurnal process. What we are going to have to deal with, though, notice humidity values in the Panhandle, West Texas, Big Bend, far west Texas, do not recover at night mostly. Single-digit humidities during the day. At night, humidity recovers to 20, maybe 30%. That's not very high, and that's not good recovery at night. So fires will continue to exhibit active behavior during the overnight hours. They're not going to lay down particularly well. And then during the day, again, humidity as low as 3%. Come on now. I mean, you want to talk about static electricity? There you go. All right. Fire weather outlook from the Texas A&M Forest Service. This is for today. Very high, Panhandle, West Texas. I want to note it is not just the Panhandle. West Texas as well. Y'all were fortunate on Monday, Tuesday, most of the week. We didn't deal with any large fires. That is not a guarantee this weekend. Tomorrow, the danger expands into west central Texas, the Big Country, the Concho Valley, Permian Basin, far west Texas. On Monday, the danger may moderate a wee bit, but it's not going to go away. In fact, it's not going to go away for a week, probably. Now, something I want to point out here is that even though the ongoing fires, as of this morning, have not been showing any significant issues, if we have one spot breakout on that line and it manages to jump the black and get into the green, it's going to be off to the races again. So that's what we're going to be watching for. In addition, with the ongoing incidents, we're going to have to deal with any new incidents that arise. So our main goal this weekend will be to rapidly disseminate information on the ongoing incidents as needed, but also be very wary and vigilant of any new starts. And we'll share that information as well using the hotspot tracker and sharing news from local emergency officials. A Type 1 incident management team took over the Panhandle fires yesterday, and so they'll be continuing to bring in resources to deal with that. I'm sure they're also going to be involved with any new starts in that same region if needed, so we'll be getting some pretty good updates from them as well. They have their own press information officer, PIO. That whole segment that deals with media. They've got a branch of the team to deal with that, so we'll be able to get some information from them with the ongoing fires and any new incidents that may arise in that region, not only from the Type 1 IMT, but from the Texas A&M Forest Service and local emergency officials as well. Temperatures over the next 3 days, well, you don't get to deal with that yet. We're going to deal with this. This is the severe weather outlook for Monday night and Tuesday morning. We do note the potential, not a guarantee, for a few strong storms with hail in northeast Texas, the Arklatex, East Texas, the Golden Triangle, and southeast Texas Monday evening into Tuesday morning. This may be more of a Tuesday morning issue as a cool front moves from northwest to southeast. Cool front being a relative term because it's not really going to do much except bring drier air into the region. So this is a chance we may, if the cap can break that lid on the atmosphere, we have enough lift to overcome it if we may have some hailers. We're getting into that time of year where we're going to be dealing with this more and more often. It looks like we'll probably be doing the same in about a week. All right, in terms of temperatures over the next 3 days, it's going to be hot today, almost 90 in North Texas, same thing in the Edwards Plateau, 70s and 80s statewide. It's spring for all intent and purposes. Tomorrow, same story, 70s and 80s, and then on Monday, which apparently I didn't update here because I'm a derp, or I did, I just didn't label it right. That's actually Monday. We're going to be dealing, oh, no it's not, hold on, folders. Hey, there we go. 70s and 80s, 60s in the Panhandle with some slightly cooler but also dry air with that northerly wind shift, which is going to be a problem again for any ongoing incidents. So it's going to be warm the next couple days. Same story goes most of next week. That's going to be it for your abbreviated version of the Texas Weather Roundup. It really didn't end up being all that abbreviated because I'm a chatty fellow. We're going to be keeping an eye on fires today, incidents ongoing, and any new starts. We're going to do our best to rapidly disseminate information as needed on the social media platforms we participate on, including the YouTube community section, so we'll be utilizing that as much as we can. As always, we'll try to give you the most up-to-date, latest information, but you need to follow your local orders from emergency officials as well. In fact, that should be your first priority. And keep in mind, as we recommended earlier this week, if you see smoke or a fire line approaching your location, boogie out of there, even if you don't have an official evacuation order, especially if you've got a fire line coming in. This is a situation, clearly as we saw earlier this week, where sometimes these fires are going to move faster than the evacuation orders can be issued, so you may not have much time. Okay, that's going to be it. We'll keep an eye on things. Hopefully you don't hear too much from us this weekend, but we'll do our best to keep you updated. Have a good one, enjoy it, but stay safe. God bless.